Bruh.
Gentlemen in the mix.
It's time for Power Hour.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the, I'd say Mayday, because of the pump, right? Bears in shambles now. Stop losses hit. Yeah, if you were a bear, hopefully. If not, rip. But, right, this is like why I have to put in so much emphasis about not acting like I know if a support's going to hold or not. As we were ending the stream yesterday, Bitcoin fell to a price of $26,527, right? And you're up. I mean, getting close to $100, what is $1,000?
Dollar rally
right?
slash
My God.
used. Daily and weekly. Breakout. Happy Friday, men.
What's up, Charizard? Thanks for the 20, man. ALI? Sure. Crypto? Sure. All right, we'll look at it. Thank you, man. So it's just interesting. This is why the only thing you should expect at a trend line is something to happen. Not that it's going to break. Even the context, man, the context is awful, and you're not out of the woods. Just because you're holding today, you're engulfing today. But there's just so much work to be done. But it is giving a glimmer of hope to buyers at this point. So, and really, what we needed so bad, it wasn't about Bitcoin, right? It was about like XRP, and it was about Ethereum, because those two actually had recognizable setups that historically it's played out pretty well across all traditional markets, right? Double bottom turning into classic accumulation on XRP, and then the uptrend, undeniable uptrend, and then the falling wedge breakout back test on Ethereum. So it doesn't always have to be about Bitcoin for your trade or anything, but it does have to be all about Bitcoin for buyers defending supports on this one, right? So that happened, and rejoice. After such a colossal markup today on the stock market, you wonder, like, will there be residual effect on the crypto market? I don't know. At one point today, crypto was like selling off while stocks were making the highest highs of 2023. Apple making all-time highs. It was a melt up. It was a complete rout, and this all happened after last night. The Senate passed the debt limit ceiling. I just don't think people understand how much money is about to be printed in the next 18 months. It's going to kill the dollar, right? And I think you with equities or real goods, services going up in price. I think that it's going to continue because this is the dollar breaking, because there is actual debasement of the U.S. dollar going on. I mean, that's so much unlimited spending for 18 months. Unheard of. I mean, that's psycho. That was not a thing that was even on the table till the day that McCarthy came out and said it was going to be a thing. So that's going to have an effect on these markets, it seems like. It did definitely. I don't even know if it was about people liking the news that we didn't default. Everyone knew we weren't going to default, but an unlimited spending bill, that was kind of left field white swan event, I guess, for equities. Kind of black swan for your purchasing power. But here we are. All right, let's move on. Nice 48 minutes still in a golden candle, and buyers defending a support for the second time. One day yesterday, one day today. Nice. All right, here's Ethereum up 2.44%. Nice. Very nice, man. You got to see some follow through, but an engulfing candle, that'll suffice today. Yeah, I mean, let's get a power hour pump, man, because again, this one was promising. This was definitely promising, but it's tough to have much conviction because Bitcoin, the way it looked. But there it is. Buyers defended support. So this is great for Ethereum. Actually kind of actionable if you were willing to take a chance on buyers defending that support on Bitcoin. Where if this is the setup, there is stupid upside. I mean, you're talking about a trend that's up. It's an uptrend. If things are if bears are capitulating, I mean, we're talking like the supply line's 2,300. That's the long-term target anyway, right? Where you go to the weekly to see the zone that we have not seen yet, right? I mean, you've been flirting with a 23% retrace since mid-March. and you've really done nothing. But you're still broken out. You're still above the 1728 key support resistance, which is wonderful, above the 200-week moving average. Remember, you back tested that March 6th. Things are starting to look kind of, I mean, pretty good on Ethereum here. If Bitcoin can just hold up, you know Ethereum's going to kill it, man. 2,400 to 3,340. We're back on track, right? We had this idea since the beginning of the year, but what happened was the assets reversed. They went to the next resistance. And then when they went to the next resistance, they upthrusted, then they back tested the upthrust. That's not really a bullish thing. So you got to be cautious here. Not a really good spot. But then like the sell-off, you know, occurred, slightly lower low, bullish divergence on the daily, and then that down-sloping price contraction, and then the breakout in the back test, and then maybe an engulfing candle today. That was it. I mean, that was the... We got to be cautious at resistance, and that's okay to do that. And what's the follow through of the sellers? Sellers have been terrible. They're not there. They were actually unable to even back test 1728.88. They went down to like 1740. So kind of front run there on the bids coming in with that little pin bar hammer. So you got to be a little. I mean, it was the best. It was either this or XRP of the big four. If you were going to trade or be long on something, it was one of those two. Bitcoin was way too neutral. And maybe even an inherent amount of bearishness with those lower highs at resistance. BNB was pretty garbage too. So, you know, but like they'll all go up together or they'll all go down together. You don't have to have an edge for an asset to be going up. You just want to have the best argument at hand. And I think Ethereum and XRP had those. So. Well, I mean, reaccumulation, you normally are looking for higher lows. We haven't made a higher low. We're not making higher lows yet. But I get it. There are other schematics. Let's pull it up.
15K to 25K.
We'll pull it up. All right. I have the big four.
Wouldn't the current trading range at 31
to
25K be the reaccumulation case now?
Oh my God, it's so bright, dude. Let me check my notes here. Why is this not like... Let me type in reaccumulation. No, that's one of them. That's not the one with the big four. Hold on. Crap, man. I can't find it. Why? Anyway, we'll look it up. I'll find it in a minute. Just give me some time. Give me some time here, and we'll look. Let's go to BNB. That is up 0.7. This is poor performance, man. This is not what you're looking for. You want to see mega candles. The stock market melting up, Bitcoin up 1.6%, and then Ethereum up 2.37%. And this is just doing nothing. It's not good. So you can't, maybe the market continues to ascend. Okay, BNB is going to catch those bids. It's just going to happen. That's how it works. But pay attention to the performance. And it's just, you can't be bullish until 350 is broken for real. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Let's just pay attention. It's kind of dead and not doing anything. Same price it was at in March. The least appetizing of them, right? Of the big ones. XRP, spectacular. Oh, it's beautiful. Another day, another back test of 50 cents as support and an engulfing candle. And you're working on the highest daily candle close since April 18th. These are wonderful events occurring on XRP. And you know, it's interesting about, we looked at Ethereum, where it is. Tell me what's different about XRP and Ethereum, except this is a little bit more mature. There was I don't know, it wasn't much of a wedge. It was just more like a downsloping channel. But tell me the difference between Ethereum and XRP right here. You know, the breakout and the price action correlation after the breakout to the supply line becoming a demand line. That's like what Ethereum's doing. So, but that's what many assets across all markets over the past 100 years have done before. And after the buyers defend that level long enough, there can definitely be a rally after. And so we're going to be paying attention to Ethereum at this level, really kind of like where XRP was May 26th. That's where Ethereum is today. So let's see if Ethereum can catch up. Let's try to pay attention here. 56 cents is the big one. Above that's 80 cents. That's the longer term target. That's the weekly double bottom measure move. That's the 886 from the previous high to lows. So there you go, man. 200-day moving average back tested. This is what you're looking for. This is the type of stuff you want to own. Classic accumulation. It seems like the composite operator, which is Klaus Schwab in the World Economic Forum, they have been accumulating. They're on that campaign. And it looks like you're getting closer and closer to resolution, which would be a breakout. Why? Because you tested the major resistance. Oh no, poor us. It can't break. I guess it's over for XRP. Nah, no way. All that happened was the sellers pushed the price to a level, and they tested to see if there was enough demand at the 200-day moving average and the 40-cent support, which is real, very real, not just locally. But this is going back to 2017. It is the high, the one. They back tested it. So after that, you got a rally, and that's just incredible stuff, man. Incredible looking structure. It really wasn't that really great, you know, like down here, and then a higher low. That's pretty cool. Then the rally, but now the third look, right? Resolution on the third low or third high doesn't mean necessarily it's gonna continue to say if there were three peaks. This is what I was talking about yesterday on Bitcoin. You found your third peak, but it doesn't mean you're gonna dump. It just means that I think there would be resolution coming, whether it is a massive green candle or red candle, where buyers don't defend or they come in to defend, and we get a massive rally that takes you to 31K probably. That's the opposite resolution of breaking support. You're going to get one or the other. It's all about those three. It's the rule of three, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, and the VIX crashed again. Oh my God. Lowest price, lowest level since like 2020. Insane, man. They've killed the volatility index. Look, man, we can't fight XRP, you know, like you can't buy it either. For a lot of people can anyway in the US, but that's what they do, right? They act like they're protecting you, helping you. And then XRP shows a great looking setup like this. And they're like, no, we're protecting you. For your protection, you can't own XRP. Sorry. Yeah. It's all a scam. The government, what they do, they're a joke. They're inefficient. They don't do crap. All right, so that's XRP. There's the big four. Fantastic, man. You gotta freaking love it. Oh God, it does raise questions. Good ones. Good questions. Like maybe, just maybe, these buyers on total. Look at this low from May of last year. Look at this peak from February of this year. Look at this low from March of this year. And look at the price action correlating to that same level for freaking weeks. And look at the spring, and look at maybe the back test of spring. And maybe, just maybe, a looming breakout of a supply line where you tested it May 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. And then today, June 2nd. It's very interesting, is it not? I wonder what now is this. Don't tell me this is like. I mean, if you kind of cherry pick, you could maybe try to make it look like a wedge, skipping that wick, and going with 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2 there, and then 3, and then 4. You maybe do have a wedge on total. It's a tough market, man. Right, contradicting stuff, right? Head and shoulders, but then maybe wedging and maybe back test of springing. Oh man, that's brutal. That's tough, man. That really makes it's not murky waters a little bit. That's why you go with Ethereum and you say, all right, I'm gonna take a long on Ethereum. I'm gonna place that stop loss below 1850, and I'm gonna let it ride. If it stopped out, so be it. Whatever. Took my shot. If you're wanting to ride this stock market mania that might spill over into crypto. So what's that? Let's just get that request out of the way that someone did. New Charizard. Oh, and man, thanks so much to all the renewals in the Citadel and the Discord. Y'all are freaking amazing. I'm about to give y'all a shout out that because I'm just like, wow. Lots of support. Yeah, that's the one I have, Marbob, but that's not what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's making a lower low. But there is an actual schematic that has that. If you give me a minute, I'm going to try to find this, dudes. I know I have this on I thought it was on my desktop. I'm so annoying. I don't even know what's happening with this. I'm just going to find it online. Hold on. There it is. All right. So I'm going to download this real quick. And pull it up. Hang tight. All right, let's see what we got here. Is this hello? All right. Here's what I'm talking about. So, kind of not really any of these, right? Bitcoin, like, for legit, is a rooftop. It's a roof pattern. Like, it is making consecutive lower highs. This is not making consecutive lower highs. Like, two highs are the same, and the lower high, then the spring. Now, this might be what we're looking at, right? The reaccumulation with spring action, flat or sloping down formation. It can potentially have a few lower lows, with a spring being the lowest point of the trading range, which is exactly where Bitcoin's at. All right, if we're looking at like a rectangle, leading assets can exhibit short-term weakness after strength in this formation. And then this is the one you posted and talking about usually and depending on a position of the market, this pattern exhibits strength. So I'm confused about that. Leading assets can exhibit short-term weakness after strength. Weakness after strength. Okay. So the strength would be the rally here. So the creek too, it's like not really, it's kind of arbitrary. I don't know. Let's go back to it. I mean, you know, like, I just don't see it. But I think that's where we'd be. We'd be right here. I mean, that's the only way. It'd be reaccumulation with spring action. So it'd be like schematic number 2. Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic 2. But again, this doesn't look like it at all. It just doesn't, man. All right. Short-term weakness would be the one with the spring action. The weakness is the spring. Yeah, well, you're falling below support, so it'd be, yeah, okay, all right. The chat color is throwing me off. It's like everyone's a hype king today. All that gold. Very nice. Okay, let's move it to the main event because this is just ridiculous stuff. Look at this. It did break out, and it is undeniable. Well, never mind, dude. Gosh dang. Broke one part of it, right? Broke the high from May of 2021. But there is adversity. There's a wick low from July 2021, October 2021. Look, peaks from May of last year. Look, another peak from August. And here we are. You went up, you tested it, and you didn't break it yet. Well, just wait till next week, though, man. Bearish divergence, forget it. Positive Momo just building, completely validated. In the bullish control zone, undeniably highest relative strength reading since February 3rd. Yeah, really, really just going melting up, man. What's up with this? What's it doing that? Okay. Give me an audio check. Make sure we're good on the levels. Might be too loud. What do you mean? What happened to the penthouse? We're in the penthouse. What are we talking about? Everything's good. We just moved penthouses. We went from one penthouse to another. We penthouse hopped together. All right, so that's it. S&P, congrats, man. Jesus chimes all around for all the index funds. Just killed it. Dow Jones, I got nothing to say, man. Just that's stellar performance. I plotted a trend line here to try to make sense of like where maybe there could be supply, coming up if we're going to continue. If this is really gonna break out, even though I thought like we're showing classic accumulation all this time, confirmation, and then just this massive markup, first level of positive momentum on the Dow Jones since April 24th. Buyers defending that 200 by the grace of God, and getting back above all the inflections and the supports and resistance looking left. It's spectacular. It's crazy.
TLT? Go docs.
What's up, Scout? Well, yeah, look at it. Sure, dude. The treasury bond stuff. Yeah. Well, look. Roll Tide. Yep. So I wonder if this is going to continue. I mean, it could. I mean, this is the line in the sand, I guess. I mean, you know what the line in the sand is. The horizontal resistance is superior. You got to break 34,280, and then I will be changing my tone completely. That there is no more distribution until you break these highs. It's hard to change. I know that's so strong. That is a Jesus candle, all right? But you got to stick to the levels, and you got to stick to the previous discernible swing highs. You got to stick to that shooting star. When you break those, we can finally say, all right, completely invalidated distribution. And I guess money printer go burr. And it's not even money printer go burr as much as it is complete and utter debasement of the US dollar. And that means, in the coming years, the cost of goods and services will continue to rise. Real estate will continue to rise no matter what. And it's not because anything's worth more. It's just because the amount of money that's about to be printed. See, the thing is, it's this unending thing. I remember in 2020 when we were actually printing money because there was a real crisis going on, and it was a manufactured crisis, by the way, where they shut down the entire world's economy. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, printing money for that to save the stock market. But it's become a normal thing. And so the crisis ended and they continue to print money like there's still a crisis. And we're like getting the effects of what we saw in 2020 and 2021 right now. And so then they passed a $1.7 trillion omnibus bill 7-8 months ago. We have not felt the effects of that money printing, and they just passed unlimited money. So I'm thinking about the next 18 months, we're about to see a $4 to $6 trillion printed out of nowhere. That will have consequence, just like the COVID money, the money printer had consequence. I have a property in Birmingham that like virtually doubled in value in a year and a half. Yep, that actually happened. I had owned it for years too, and it was marginally going up. Now, fine, whatever. People paying rent. All right, cool. But then just unbelievable. That's the effect. It's not because that house is worth more. It's because the U.S. dollar is being debased. And I know for a fact y'all have properties like that too. Your property's doubled, almost doubled, whatever. Went up 50%. So we'll see the effects, and it could very well turn into equities melting up even more. Tech bubble 2.0, whatever. So, all right, let's go to the NASDAQ. That there was never doubt on this one. There was nothing even, there wasn't even a thesis. There was no reversal signature or indication at all. It was just flip your coin. If it's going to keep going, it broke out yesterday with almost an engulfing, and then closed at its highest levels since April 19th of last year. So 52-week highs again, broke for the first time, broke that August 15th high. Incredible. That is when they started, was it when they start raising interest rates? Oh, they started raising interest rates, I believe, in April of last year. Or was that 2 years ago? I'm trying to think here. Because you're hitting the levels when we were raising interest rates. So, and my God, in the end, holy crap, the piercing line of piercing lines. They'll write about it in the history books, March 13th. Unreal. You just don't know what they'll turn into. Sometimes they're crazy. You look at Gap today, all that analysis yesterday blown out of the water with the melt up on everything. Just nope. I mean, gapped up, rallied, strong, back. I mean, in that inflection zone. So this will happen. Okay, let's real quick. I don't know if Brad posted all of it. Maybe. Okay. Maybe. All right. Collective Jesus Chimes. Ultra Instinct Jesus Chimes for Gonzo. Thank you so much for the 5 months, man. Saint Thomas, thank you so much for the 6 months of support, bro. Crypto Ghost, thank you for the 5 months of support. Crypto Shrooms, thank you for the 2 months, bro. I really appreciate it. The renewing Triple D, which I think Triple D was like one of the best performers today. Thank you for the 2 months of support. Thank you for renewing, man. And then thank you, Crypto, for the 5 months. Really appreciate it, guys. Y'all the ones to keep it going. Really. You're the reason. You're the reason that I'm able to come back and we're able to look at this. I'm not shilling any crap in your face. Nope, it's just you and me. And it's always been that way 5.5 years now. Well, going about to be over 5.5 years. My God. All right. So let's go on to the IWM. That, yeah, of course, money, printer, go, burr. That is unbelievable. That's the way it is. Welcome to the show. The gap filled from March 9th.
Possibly a deep crab breaking a bull flag. X Jan 3 less than 3.
What's up, Eric, dude? Yeah, we'll look at Triple G. Yep. 182. The gap filled, highest daily candle close since March 8th. And the melt up, man. Breaking above the 200-day moving average, completely invalidating that shooting star. It's just too strong. The dragon. I guess it's the dragon. Yep. Target's 188 because there's no resistance until then. If you're above 178, you might back test. Straight up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all it is, up, down. There has never really ever been a time that there was a pivot until you went to 188. So I would think that 188 would be the target here, above that level. So nice. Finally in the bullish control zone for the first effing time really since February. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. So there they are, the big ones. That was the best performer today. And then gold, well, I guess it's no one cares about gold, man. No more stores of value. Forget that. So massive bearish engulfing candle, almost tweezer tops today. Lowest daily close since really the 25th, 26th of May. And that's just not a good way to close the day and the week out. It looks like there's some more correcting to do, maybe. But this is definitely at an area where, yeah, if more weakness comes in, you can't be that surprised, right? So down 1.5% today. Probably headed down to 125 again. Remember, that level is very real. Look left. There it is. There it is. 2011, that peak has yet to be tested. Maybe we'll test it for real soon. What the heck? And then, yeah, silver too. Less dramatic here on silver. I mean, the support's holding. Everything's good on silver for now until you fall below 22.91. But everything's good. First level of positive momentum today on the daily since April 19th. You can barely see it, but there it is. Oh my God, it's happening. Michael Scott, dude. And food commodities pumped today. And mostly everything pumped today. I got gasoline futures pumped. This is like the everything pumping, right? Everything just about. Good God. Live that lean hog futures up almost 4% today. And this is what happens. Money is breaking actual debasement of our currency. So everything's just going to go up because everything's paired to that debased currency. So all right, we'll see how long that lasts, you know, for real. Let's knock out that request real quick. Ali, ALI, how's some S-Coin? What exchange? You didn't give me an exchange. You just said go up to this S-Coin and look at it. Like, all right. Do you know, are you there, Charizard? Can you say real quick which one you want, what exchange? Because I've never looked at this before because I've never heard of it because no one has. And half these exchanges are scams anyway, be bankrupt in a few years. Oh my God, man, I really don't know which one to look at. Dude, come on. I don't know. This is such a joke to look at, man. I hate looking at S-Coins like this. Because I have to like guess which one. And then I'll get halfway through the analysis and then someone will chime in and be like, that's not the one. That doesn't have all the data on it. And it's like I'm just wasting my time analyzing it. All right, CoinX. We'll go to CoinX. Here you go, man. Yeah, nice. Is that an 886? Not maybe because of the insanity. Probably is. Let's see. Of course it is. Of course it's an 88% retrace. Look, that's where we're reacting, but that's not much of anything. Also, buyers defending a level back from May of last year. Look at that. How long you'd have to be in this crap to see that. So what? I mean, it's like a bat pattern. I mean, for real. Like it's literally a bat. Maybe not too deep. Yeah, it's like a Gartley bat, you know? It's like the 886 Gartley. It's an M shape, right? Maybe it's not so formal, but it is. It completed, and this is why he requested it probably, but I didn't know like this was the exchange. Hopefully this is the one he wanted me to see, to look at, because maybe there's one more data, or I don't know. But yeah, you are at a level, you know 886s. It doesn't matter what market it's on. It could be the scrubbiest S-Coin, or it could be gold, or it could be something else, right? It could be Amazon, Google. The 886, man. You're there. You're reacting. No one's going to argue with that. That's happening. Now, with all these freaking wicks, man, because it's so illiquid, I don't even know where to plot a trend line. Like, where the next real resistance is going to be, you know? Like, maybe here? It's like there's just so many things we can look at, and we just are looking at this, and it's like, okay, dude, it's not like I don't. Hey, he's like one of the only people that requested an asset, you know, but maybe a type 2 would be best, right? If you got a second test, a type 2 return would always be perfect. You may not get it, and this reaction could continue. But what you always want to see when a harmonic completes, especially if you miss that reaction, waiting for that. That's always the safest bet for a long, because it's your confirmation low, and oftentimes on the confirmation low, there's a bullish edge on the oscillators, right? Confirmation's really important. I don't know. It's just part of the, you know, it's a good strategy to have when you're trading, is to always try to, not the first time people are trading, people are scalping, you know, and then you get 38% retraces from that high to low, and then it rolls over again. Then you get the second test. And the back test, if it's successful, buyers come in, defend it, you start rallying off of it, and that's the time to take the shot on the long. It's hilarious last night. Speaking of harmonics, I was just, for joke's sake, looking at Pepecoin. You had a bullish Gartley bat like this. Wasn't that the right exchange? Oh, maybe it was on the 4 hour. I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong. Oh, I'm on the wrong exchange. It's on like CoinEx or something weird. Yeah, look at this. I mean, like, let's see what happens. It could end up just failing and end up becoming, you know, like a loser crab pattern, which I definitely wouldn't count it out. But for now, you are completing an M shape. Close enough anyway, and getting above this candle high close from May 1st. And that's Pepecoin, dude. Whatever this huge number here, if that level holds, then you got a target. This number. 1662173. All right. So if this holds, right? Seriously, if the M shape completes and buyers come in on the last wave, you got like 30% upside on Pepecoin. It's crazy. And it's so easy to be like, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this crap. I'm going to stop loss below like 115,000. I'm just saying that. Condense it. There's not much of an edge here. Not really an edge, man. But still, it's there. I'm just showing you for fun. Okay? Yeah, it's a really good set. Brand new set. All right, that was Pepe. Just a little intermission between a couple of requests we had. TLT. Yep. Pretty ugly, man. Pretty ugly.
Yo, Mitch, happy
So,
Friday.
Josh.
Can you look at DMTR on KuCoin on the 4-hour and daily, please, and thank you. God bless. Easy, easy.
Easy. Yeah, we will look at DMTR on KuCoin on the 4-hour and the daily. Please and thank you. Yes, we will, Josh. Thank you, man. All right, so the TLT is down 1% today. Below the 200-day moving average. Lower highs. Failure upon failure to break 108, 110, countless, and it's rolling over today. So yeah, this is going to be inverse correlated to stocks for the most part, right? 101.17 is a level from history, I believe. Yes, look at that. 2014. Dang, man, you're like falling below the 2013 low too. Pretty ugly, man. So you'd think that the target could be 99.30, the bottom of this big range we've been in. Look at the price action correlating to this 200 moving average. It's pretty ugly, man. I don't know. For now, show me some strength. There's an M shape right there, completing. It reacted, but it's immediately starting to sell off again. It's Chop City. Trading ranges are going to be what they are, right? The closer you are to $100, the easier it is to strategize an entry at the bottom of a trading range, and then won't be taking profit near the top of the trading range. So you're not at the bottom yet, so you're not at the lowest risk area for a range trade. And you are looking pretty freaking weak lately, aren't you? Yeah, asset with a 200-day moving average down sloping like this, you're below it. That's not a bullish trend, really. But it is nice, it's way off the lows from October, November. That's true. Thanks, Gabble Gabble again. All right, Eric. Graco Incorporated. Deep Crab. My God, dude. My God, this thing. The freight train. Look out. Attempting to... You're getting close to an all-time high, are you not? Graco Incorporated, producer, manufacturing, industrial machinery. All right, talking about a crab. The crab will be way higher, man. You're talking about price discovery. Well, we'll see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Got to break 81.11. Have that alert set up. But yeah, those could be, you don't even have to plot the harmonic. High to low. Yeah, but I think above $81, you have an $88 target, and after that, probably $96 target. Remember, there's a 90% of all assets that have ever seen $90, $91 have gone to $100 just to test it. So if you're getting up to there, you're probably going to see 100, but you haven't broken out yet, so don't get cocky, kid, But yeah, definitely bullish consolidation and really nice trend so far, right? Higher highs. Well, not even really higher highs. You've kind of just started making your first higher high, right? The lows, the high, then the higher low, then the same highs forever, and then a higher high, then a higher low. All right. of 3.38%, down 0.41% after hours from the high to low. Remember, you're exceeding an 88% retrace. You're paying premium, right? You'd be chasing premium here. But man, what a run so far, and it may not be over. Not sure how I'm gonna play with this trend line here. Do I do it like that, or do I adjust? Because it's so bullish. It's been so bullish with new anchor points on the bottom. Like that. Try to make sense of it. Maybe something like that. If that's the case, you're overbought at $88 at the 1272 probably. So yeah, I mean, nothing really sticks out as, oh, I can't wait to long an asset that's had an 88% retrace after it's been running since July of last year. It's been a 1 year up. It's been kind of, I mean, dude, think about October to April. Terrible, just dead. But then finally, in one day, just a massive markup on earnings, and then still kind of exactly where you were a couple days after that.
Take a look at Hoff, thanks.
What's up, Johnny? Yeah, we'll look at Hoff. Thank you, dude. Sure. Got 10 minutes till daily candle close in crypto. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, sub. It's the second of the month, so it is the second best day to join the Patreon that is pinned at patreon.com/MitchRayTA. That is the single best way to support this channel that is 100% crowdsourced, never accepted a dime from any advertiser, any scam, any product, never, and never pushed it on you. None of that has ever happened. So yeah, just saying that. It's the cadence. You know, I say that at the beginning of the month. All right, cool. So growing meds.
Growing Meds tip $25. Could you check out Axon for possible pullback level for entry?
What's up, dude? Yeah. We'll look at the Growing Meds Axon. Yep. Thank you, dude. The 25. Nice trend. Trend's your friend, I guess, for now. DMTR. DMTR on KuCoin, 4 hour and daily. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, this is great. We've looked at this before. Maybe it was you that this is exceptional price action. This is actionable long entry stuff. Okay, do you hear me? This is an asset. I know it's an S coin, but remember, technical analysis is universal. Things that are happening on this asset that have happened on real assets, on traditional markets, and it works out very well. All right, you actually have some sort of crazy looking bat pattern completed. Oh, it's beautiful, actually. Wow, I didn't even see this last time. Like, look, just think about it. It's the M shape. Look at that 886. Good. Always the 886. You gotta love it, man. It's so cool. I love it. So, you know, where it's completing is at and above a key inflection point from May of last year. You're above that. Buyers have pushed the price above that level. So you might get a type 2 or something, but this is promising. I mean, you know, a stop loss maybe below that 200-day moving average. Maybe if you wanted to be loose on it, below 2.5 cents, just to let there be no doubt you're screwed. You know, if it falls below that level, you're not getting stop punted, even though it has lost a lot of value since where it is now. But it's up 6% today, I know. But the target from here, staying above 3.8 cents long enough, you got a 10.6 cent target. So where you are now, up 6% today. I mean, if things for real happen, I mean, minimum 100% upside, but it could go to 130% upside. Kind of insane. I mean, it really is kind of crazy. All right, it was dead, and then now someone's come in. They've had a massive look at the volume involved on the bids at the bottom. Okay, the whole thing's changed now. If you noticed a key characteristic that has changed since before the bids and after the bids, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Trend reversal, and there was volume involved. Someone bought, man. A lot of this, and they're holding it. They have not gotten rid of it. So I think pretty interesting chart here, man. Interesting chart. Okay, a lot of upside. Just let you know. Just saying, it's someone can strategize an entry, stop loss, and take profits on this. Yeah. Yep. Can you believe it? It's crypto. It's S-coin that I've never even heard of. I guess I had heard of it, but I don't retain S-coin tickers in my mind. Beautiful stuff. Pay attention. Put it on the map. Set your alert up. Look at it. Do your thing. Good looking asset here. All right, could it be good? All right, Johnny wanted HOFV. We have 6 minutes till the close. What is it? Dimitra is an AI application that helps farmers track produce. Oh, farmers are about to be extinct though, right? Aren't they coming? Aren't the climate cultist losers coming for the farmers? Because apparently, you know, methane gas. So they'd just rather famine happen. Anyway, the farmers track produce, verify they're not breaking deforestation rules, which is a requirement in EU. Oh my God, dude. EU's one of governments. It's not even EU, it's just governments in general. It's awful, man. All right, so Hall of Fame Resort Entertainment Company had a split and destroyed my chart. Everything's all messed up. Give me a sec. All right. So HOVF or HOFV, sorry, was at all-time lows. Ooh, man, it closed above the ice line, right, from December. But after hours, sorry, you know, it's up 6% today. After hours, it's down 6%. So it is currently trading at $7.15, unfortunately, below that December low. How nasty is that? Here's your issue. This is always hands off because it has 57,000 volume. Your 10-day average volume is 18,000. This is awful. You would never own an asset like this. This is how, when the volume's so low, it's very easy to make the asset move 6% up and then down after hours. So the rule I've always tried to teach here is 1 million volume minimum. If you don't have that, you run the risk of stop hunt, stop loss, running stops, they call it, where even if the asset goes to your stop loss trigger, you know, your limit sell trigger, it doesn't trigger because there's no one there, right? On the order book, it just goes through. Your position never gets filled, and that's low volume problems. So you'd want to stay out of this just because of that. But hey, if it ever gets back above 760, there could be a lot of upside, man. Maybe. What a loser. You got all these markets, all these different individual assets, and you wanted to choose HOFV with your hard-earned money. It's hard to want to do that, man. I'd rather FOMO into some mega caps than buy this trash, man. It's not the fact that it can't rally. It's just the trend has always been a loser. It's always a loser, and it just made all-time lows, and it has no volume. It's just not a good asset, even if it goes higher. It's just inherently. Remember, you're playing the numbers game. This is not going to be your only trade ever, right? You move over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So you just want to keep practicing the right things. 1 million volume minimum on all of them. Man, yeah, someone's got to be there to buy. When you have your stop losses set up, someone has to buy that. And on illiquid coins, most of the time, there's not someone there that's going to buy it. And that's the running stop problem. Okay. Johnny, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, dude. Axon, Ax off, Enterprise, Incorporated, Connect. What a run, of course. Hit all-time highs, and then you didn't. What? Aerospace and defense. All right, we got the candle high close and the wick plotted. The zone, right? It's the zone of inflection. There it is. No breakout. False bullish breakout. False bullish breakout. Back test of the resistance as resistance confirmed, and that's it. So there's a lot of downside potential based on historical price action between 128 and 204. So, but hey, it's uptrending, man. It keeps making higher highs, higher lows. All right. Was there a trend line? Oh, okay. That kind of is interesting, isn't it? You're not there yet, are you? You're getting pretty close to a demand line. Yeah, so there's some more down 200-day moving average there. There's a demand line there. But the main concern is the complete and utter failure from buyers to keep the breakout alive. It's now at higher risk areas for longs. Just anytime a failed bullish breakout happens and you dump on earnings just below that level, you just got to be cautious, because that just means that when you're back below that level, there's a lot of downside potential. There's a gap fill at 150. But I'll say that again, you're not making lower lows yet. You just put in your highest high ever, the highest high of the uptrend since the recovery began in July last year. So it's not like the trend's threatened or anything. I'm just telling you this, the cautionary tale of the false bullish breakout. That is high risk for longs. Could be low risk for shorts with stop losses set up back above 212. Because if it's going back above 212, then your whole argument for downside goes away. All right, there it is. New daily candle close. New daily candle close, Chad. We did it. Bitcoin killed it, crushed it. Did it engulf? Did it engulf bullishly, Chad? It did. It is confirmed. Can we please get some hype in the chat? Confirmed bullish engulfing candle on Bitcoin. Sweet. I don't know why my mic muted. What? Wait a sec. Let me see what's going on. Can y'all hear me? I have no idea how my mic muted. Did I just do that whole cadence? All right. Anyway, so great news of Bitcoin engulfing, but that's not enough. We need more work. It's more neutral than anything on Bitcoin. If one was going to be taking their shots, they'd be probably taking their shots on Ethereum. They'd probably be taking their shots on XRP. Right, of the big four, you got two that are meh, and then two that are, recognizable structures. I've seen this a million times before and seen them play out. So those are the ones you want to look for, because many other people around the markets have seen those too. And they might put their bids in. And buyers have defended this breakout for days now. And now a good sign of strength of that engulfing candle. Still not above the thresholds on the RSI. 60 is the bullish control zone threshold. You are right at like 58, 59 right now. So, good way to protect oneself. 1850. If you go to the 4 hour, you can see this a lot better. It's right here. Okay, this is definitely a level, right? You see these peaks from March. Look at how many times. It's 4 different times. Another resistance there in May, and this is the first time you've thrusted through it. You broke it and you've back tested it, and at the same time of testing it, you're testing the supply line as a demand line. And that's if one wants to strategize, one would just have their stop marginally below that level, and if you get stomped out, yeah, you're taking on some losses, but compared to the amount of money one could make, it's actually nothing. It's 3 to 1. There's a lot of upside potential if this is a true bullish back test. It's just tough because we know with Bitcoin's showing us more neutral and maybe a little hint of bearishness with the lower highs. But if buyers are defending supports, you're engulfing at supports. How many times have we seen that where just all hope is lost? Lowest daily candle close in a long time below this support, And then the next day is an engulfing candle back above the level. And then it runs hard. So I just, you got to respect the supports holding. You have to. That's a big deal, man, on Bitcoin. So let's see what it turns into, though. All right. I would be trading Ethereum, not Bitcoin, just because of, again, recognizable structure, falling wedge and breakout and back test of that. One can, oh gosh, dang it, man. What do you mean? My voice is gone. What are you talking about? Am I getting trolled now? It's fine. Audio's fine now. All right. Well, anyway, so optimistic on Ethereum and XRP. You know, what I was gonna say is, like, on Bitcoin, it's like, okay, it's a little bit less of a recognizable structure, sure, but it can be strategized. Someone can, if someone's gonna long, as long as they have stop losses set up, their trading. As long as someone's taking a long after a support holds, that's trading. It can fail, right? So as long as, if someone's gonna go long on Bitcoin, as long as their stop loss is somewhere marginally below this 26,650 level, that you're okay. You're on the right track. You're doing the right things. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, where if one's going to do it, they can. That the closer one is to an inflection point, the closer they are to an actionable entry. And it's great to see that buyers defended it since breaking it, because that's spring back test. But we were talking about the context is it could be better. You know, it could look like that other coin we were looking at earlier, the AI coin. Gosh dang, man, spring back test. So yeah, anyway, so it's not like you can't trade Bitcoin. I just like Ethereum because recognizable falling wedge stuff, breakout back test. That just seems a little bit more, again, less foreign. This is a support. One can trade it. They can. And they could probably get some good reward or risk, or not bad. Anyway, how would we, you know, if it was, maybe you get a little sell-off today, you get lucky, you know, you pull back some on the weekend. I mean, something like that where you get why, right? That's the thing. That's the important thing. You understand why someone would have maybe a stop low. What the? Okay, my internet kind of crapped out for a second. Sorry, dude. So anyway, you could wait for a pullback and then it's a little bit easier, but unfortunately, you will not be able to take, if you want to strategize an entry here, you cannot take profit at 28,800. It is not a 3-to-1 reward risk. So that kind of sucks. A little bit tougher than Ethereum in that regard. So 3-to-1, 3-to-1, you would probably have to settle for this high from May 5th. That's the only way to get an equitable 3-to-1 here, and have the stop loss be kind of strategic below these levels. Only way to do it on Bitcoin. Okay, does that make sense? But it's there. It's not like in the middle of nowhere. It's not like just, you know, randomly May 8th, just in between levels. It's back tested level. It's nice. So you can look at it like that. I just prefer Ethereum because it's stronger looking. And maybe because, I know we've been looking at that Wyckoff schematic, but look at this. I mean, this happened. This is happening. It's been occurring. Look at the wedge. Remember the wedge? And then like you broke it. You're above the 200-day moving average now. It's very interesting. Very interesting here. You know, I mean, what if this plays out? What if this makes a 618? What if it goes up to 8 million sats? Holy crap. Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. So that would, like, maybe, you know, you had a little bit of an argument with the recognizable patterns and the trend on Ethereum. And then you add this in, and it's like the vanilla extract of the cake baking. It's it's the little things that count on, you know, you want all the variables you can summon, and this would be a smaller variable, you know, it's a pairing, and it's broken out. So there you go. That's another reason why you might want to own Ethereum over Bitcoin or your BNB. Or I don't know about XRP. Again, XRP looks for real. It looks like the real deal. Composite operator's been, you know, he has been in buying mode for months, and resolution looks like it's coming soon. So that, make of that what you will. But been live for an hour. And that's it, man. It's Friday. You know, people don't do stuff on, people do stuff on Fridays. So it's like, you know, okay. I just wanted to go live because I figured, hey man, there's stuff happened today. So let's talk about it. And let's just reassess that we were at such a critical level on Bitcoin and Ethereum that it was worth going live to just talk about it for a little bit. Okay. So thanks so much for coming out. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.
When you were playing that record, probably.